started. Okay, so what are we going to do, Dawson? What is this?
An ear.
Is that an ear?
Yeah.
That's like my ear, isn't it? What do we do with our ears? Listen, it's a big ear. Do we listen with our ears? So I want you to listen to what I'm telling you, okay? But listen, we be quiet. We do not talk unless I ask you a question. Who can do that? Can you raise your hand? Can you listen? And don't talk unless I ask you a question, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, put your hands down. Remember, put your hands down. Now, let's see who came to Bible class, okay? Let's see who came. We have a visitor too, don't we? We have a visitor. Tad came to class. Tad came to class with all the other boys and girls. Tad came to class. Who else? Let's see. Ivy came to class. Look, Ivy came to class with all the other boys and girls. Ivy came to class. And Dawson came to class. Dawson came to class with all the other boys and girls. Dawson came to class. Who else is left? Is it you? What's your name? Ellie.
And I am a girl.
You're both girls, that's right. Ellie came to class. Ellie came to class with all the other boys and girls. Ellie came to class. So we have listened. What did we say? Shh, no talking, okay? Because I've got a lot to tell you. And I want you to listen. No talking, okay? Because we've got a lot to do. Okay? So, what is this?
Bible.
The Bible, right? The Bible, we love the Bible. It is God's Word. Shh. We must be careful as we turn the pages. It is God's Word. And what do? We open the Bible to see the stories that God told us that happened a long time ago, right? So let's open the Bible and see those stories, okay? I open my Bible and now I read of God's great plan and His love for me. I read how people fit into God's plan. I'll do the best I can. Okay? So all the stories, and the last story that you did was about who?
Joseph.
Joseph, right? Can everybody say Joseph?
Joseph.
Joseph, that's right. So we're going to see if we can find, listen. I want everybody to look. Remember this? Do you remember the song that goes with this? Because I've heard that you can sing it. Your teacher told me that you can sing it. Okay, I want you to help me, okay? Who is this man right here? Jacob, okay? Jacob lived in Canaan. There he had 12 sons. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Zebulun, Issachar and Asher, Naphtali and Dan, Joseph, Gad and Benjamin. Did you hear what I said? I said Joseph, Gad and Benjamin. Where's Joseph? Is that him?
Yeah.
With the coat of many colors on?
No.
That's Joseph, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something about Joseph. Okay? Well, all of these brothers had children. They had families. And they had lots of children just like you. Okay? And there got to be more and more and more children. So there was a whole bunch of children, okay, in all the families. And do you know what those children were called? Can you say Israelites? Israelites. Dawson, can you say that? Israelites. That's a long word, isn't it? That's a long word. They're very good. Good job. Can you give me 5? Nope, he's not going to do it tonight. Okay, so Joseph, let me see if I can find Joseph. Here he is. Look, Joseph has on the coat of many colors. But later on, look, Joseph became who? He became the wise man. Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
When the teacher told you that?
Yeah.
The wise man.
The wise man.
And where did they live? They lived in Egypt with a man called Pharaoh.
He's a bad man.
No, this one's a good man. This one's the good Pharaoh because he helped the wise man get food for the people when they were very hungry. Right, Dawson? They were very hungry over in Egypt. Okay? But later, look what happens. Shh. Look what happens. Something happens to Pharaoh. Something happens to Pharaoh. Okay? This Pharaoh was a good Pharaoh. But you know what? He died. He got very old and he died. So now, is there a new Pharaoh? There's a new one. Let's see if we can find him, okay? Let's see if we can. Do you see him? Right here he is. Here he is.
That's the bad thing.
This is the bad Pharaoh.
Yeah.
He is mean.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Joseph. He doesn't even know who Joseph was. He just knows that all those children, those Israelites, there was a lot of them. And he didn't like them. He was afraid of them. So, he did something very, very bad. He made those Israelites work hard. Do you remember that? Work, work, work. They had to work very hard making bricks, okay? And this is in this new lesson, okay? And then Pharaoh said, what are we going to do? We're going to kill all the baby boys. Like you and you. We're going to kill all the baby boys. Was that good or bad? Bad. That's bad, right, Dawson? He's going to kill all the baby boys. But one family said no. We're not going to kill our baby. You want me to show you? You want me to show you? Okay. So. Okay. So we went ahead and started early, Chloe. Look here, Dawson. We're at the part where we're talking about Moses' family. Oh, I didn't tell you. I told you his name. Wait a minute. The family said no. We are not going to let you kill our baby boy. Put your feet down, please. Okay, so here's the family. Here's the baby boy. Okay? His name was Moses. Can you say that? Moses. Can you say that, Ellie? Moses. That's right. Let's see who Moses' family was. Okay? And if you know the song, you can help me sing. And also you adults back there can too. Moses said, oh, come and see who is in my family. Amram is my father's name, and Jochebed my mother. Miriam is my sister dear, and Aaron is my brother. You can count with me and see 5 are in my family. Because, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Moses' family, okay? And his mom and dad said, we're not going to let you kill Moses. Mean Pharaoh. We're not going to let you kill him. So let's see what happened, okay? Do you want to see what happened? Let's see. Okay. Look at this. Let's see if we can find baby Moses. Where is Moses? Where is Moses? Where is he? Where is he? Hiding in a basket. Hiding in a basket. Peekaboo. There he is. Who is this? Moses. Baby Moses. Okay? And baby Moses is in the what? The Nile River. See the water? He's in the Nile River. Okay? So, let's see what we can do. This is the Nile River. And this is baby Moses. And this is his what?
Pillow.
His pillow or his bed he's going to lay on. And this is the basket that he's in. Okay? So I'm going to put him in the Nile River just like that. Okay? So, let's see Do you want your baby Moses? Okay, so let's see. Now be very careful, remember? Don't tear them up. Be very careful with them, okay? Okay, so there's the basket, okay? And then, can you put the bed in? Be careful, Dawson, okay? Can you put your bed in there for the baby? And let's see. There's your baby Moses, Ellie's baby Moses, Tad's, and Ivy. Bless you. Okay? Okay, can you put him in there? A basket, a brown and tar pitch basket. Jochebed made a bed for you to float up on the water blue. Okay? Can you pick, now everybody, can you do this? Can you pick your baby up, pick baby Moses up, and we're going to rock him, just like a mommy rocks her baby, okay? This is the way we rock the baby, rock the baby, rock the baby. This is the way we rock the baby with hands God gives us. Okay, put your baby Moses back in his bed, and I want you to hand him to me, okay? Thank you, Tad, very much. Can you hand me yours, Ivy? Thank you. Okay, how about you, Dawson? Thank you so much. Yes. Yes. That's okay. Can I have your blankie? Thank you, sweetie. We can just put the blanket back on later, okay? Okay. Okay, now let's see what else happens. Tell you what, let's put this down here first. Okay, no kicking, okay? Listen, let's don't kick with our feet, okay? So I can hear. Okay, let's see what else happens. So, Moses did not stay a baby. Let's see what happened. Where did he live? Moses grew up in the palace with Pharaoh's daughter. Here she is. She read him books, took care of him, and loved him as her own. See, he's not a baby, is he? He's growing up, okay? So let's see what happens. Moses grew and grew and grew, just like me, just like you. From a boy to a man, he was always in God's plan. So see, he went from a baby to a what? To a man, right? An older man, that's right. He didn't stay a baby for a long time. When Moses was a baby, when Moses was a boy, when Moses was a man, he was always in God's plan. So God had a plan for him. He needed him to do something very important. So we're going to see what that is. Okay? Okay, so let's see what that is. Okay, let's see. Here's Moses. And he's a man here, isn't he? He's not a little baby anymore. Okay? God spoke to Moses from the burning bush. Go and save my people. My helper you will be. Okay, so here's Moses. And what's this?
A fire.
A fire. But what's it in?
A tree.
A tree or like a bush. So it's a burning bush. Okay? And here's Moses. And what's he taking care of?
A sheep.
A sheep, right? So, let's see if we can help Moses when God comes to him and see what God is asking him to do. Here's yours, Ellie, okay? Okay, now what do you need? Do you need something to put on there? I think you need the burning bush, don't you? Let's see. God talked to Moses, to Moses, to Moses. God talked to Moses from the burning bush. He said, look, Go save my people, my people, my people. God said, go save my people, my messenger you'll be. Okay, so God needs Moses' help, doesn't he? Can you hand me your papers back? Thank you so much. You can either leave it on there or take it off, either one. Thank you, Dawson. You want to take it off? That's fine. Thank you. And hand me this. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ellie. Okay. So, now we have to find out what the plan is that God wants Moses to do, right? Let's see what that is. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Who's this? Remember him? Look. Who's that? The bad man. He's the bad Pharaoh, isn't he? The one that wants to kill all the baby boys, okay? It's making them work really hard. So we don't like him, do we? No. He's bad. So let's see what happens, okay?
I'm good though.
Okay, let's see what happens. So Moses does what God said. He goes to Pharaoh. Moses went to Pharaoh. Moses went to Pharaoh to tell God's word. To tell God's word. Let my people go. Let my people go. Pharaoh said no. Pharaoh said no. Okay, now what happens? God will punish you, Pharaoh. God will punish you for saying no. For saying no. God will send 10 plagues. Can you do it? 10. God will send 10 plagues to show his power. To show his power. Okay, so Moses goes to Pharaoh and says, you need to let those Israelites go. But what does Pharaoh say? No. He says he's going to send 10. Look, Ellie, look. 10 plagues. Let's see if we can find the plagues. Do you remember them? Let's see if we can find them right here, okay? So, because Pharaoh said no, this is what's going to happen. Number 1 plague. What is this?
A bowl of water.
A bowl of water. It's water, isn't it? Does it look, can you see through it? It looks clear, doesn't it? Can you brush your teeth with it? Do you like to take a bath in water? You like to take a bath, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's water that was in Egypt with this Pharaoh. But because Pharaoh said no, those Israelites cannot leave, this is the first thing that's going to happen that God helps Moses do. Look, water turns to blood. Water turns to blood. Moses changed the water to blood. How did he do it? By God's great power. That's not, would you want to drink that? No, it's got blood in it. No, that was bad. Look, let's see. Number 1 is what? Water turned to blood, right? Okay, I'm going to leave that on there for right now, okay? So, that was number 1, plague, right? Number 2. What is number 2? Where's number 2 up here? There it is. Number 2 is, let's see if we can find it. Do you know what it is? Look. Frogs everywhere.
I like frogs.
Frogs everywhere. Frogs were hopping all over the place by God's great power. Do you think they hopped on their clothes? Look right here. Do you think they did that? And they got in their hair? They got in their beds? They were everywhere, right? And then they started dying, and they didn't smell good either. That was bad. So, let's find it. Everybody look up here. Number 2 is what? Frogs. Ribbit, right? Okay, hand me your frog. Thank you. Hand me your frog, Ellie. Thank you, Ivy. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's see what's next. Look, number what? Number 3. This one is not good either. Lice on the people. It gets in their hair. Like little bugs crawling in your hair. Lice on the people. Lice were getting all over them. By God's great power. Let's see. Where's number 3? Look. Do you see that bug? Do you see it? That's lice. Do you see that bug? That bug was crawling all over them.
I don't like bugs.
No, we don't like bugs, do we? So let's put number 3 back there. Okay, well, let's see what else is going to happen. Okay, Pharaoh is still saying no. So the next plague is number 4, right? 4. Here it comes. Flies all around. Flies all around. Flies were flying all over the place by God's great power. Okay, so there was flies, and they were all in their house too, in their food, everywhere. They did not like it. But what did Pharaoh keep saying? He said, no, those Israelites cannot leave. Okay, so let's see, where's number 4? What is it? Lies. Okay, so I don't think we did this one the other day, girls. Okay, now, this is something bad that happened to the animals, okay? Here was a cow, and this bad thing is called murrain. Can you say that? Murrain killed the cows. Murrain killed the cows. All the big animals died.
I'm a cow.
By God's great power. So because Pharaoh kept saying no, all the big animals just died. They died. Bad Pharaoh, right? Okay, so let's find it. Where's number 5? Murrain. Can you say that? Murrain. That was a bad disease that killed all the cows. Okay, now, what number are we on? Number 6. Okay, here we come. Boils on the people. Boils on the people. There were boils all over them. How? By God's great power. This is like something on their skin that hurt. It probably bled too. You want to touch it with one finger, okay? They were all over their skin. Do you think the Egyptians liked it? No, it hurt them. But whose fault is this? Mean Pharaoh, right? So he's causing all this to happen. So let's see if we can find it. Number 6 is what? Boils. Boils on their skin. Okay? Number 7. Let's see, can we find it? It's something that comes down from the sky. What was it? Do you remember? Look. Hail came down from the sky. Hail came down from the sky. Hail was falling everywhere by God's great power. Hail is like ice or like snow. It comes down from the sky and it killed the plants and the animals. Killed a lot of things. All because Pharaoh said no. What number are we on? Number 7. Is what? What's number 7? Hail. Can you say that? Hail. Okay? Okay? Good job. Now, we're on number 8. Let's see what number 8 is. Number 8. Let's see what it is. Locusts flying around. Locusts flying around. Oh, they're scary. Locusts ate up everything. By God's great power. They were scary. They would fly. And they would get in their houses and their beds. There was a lot of them. A lot of them. Okay? And maybe the teacher can show you a lot of them later. Okay? We're going to do this just one right now. So, what number are we on? Number 8. What's the name of this? Locust. Can everybody... Dawson, can you say locust?
Locust.
Locust. Good job.
Locust.
You can say it too, can't you? Good job. Now, Number 9. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. And what does that look like when you close your eyes? Does it look black? Okay, open your eyes. The 9th plague, listen, darkness everywhere. On, did you see how dark that was? Darkness everywhere. It was so black they could not see. By God's great power, they could not see. For a long time, it was dark. Let's say, look, what was the number 9 plague? Darkness, okay? Now, we have one more left. Number 10, okay? It was the last plague, and so far, mean Pharaoh has said, the people cannot leave. They're my slaves, okay? So, now, some of the children died. Death of the firstborn. Death of the firstborn. Death came to some families. It was so sad. By God's great power. And you know what happened? Pharaoh's son is one of the boys that died. After his son died, do you know what Pharaoh said? He said, yes, you can leave now. All this whole time he has said what? No. But now he says yes. So we're going to see what happens now that the Israelites can leave Egypt. Okay? Okay. Let's see what happens. Is this water? Okay, this is water. We're going to find out what happens. From Egypt to the wide Red Sea, this water is called the Red Sea. I know it's blue, but it's called, the name is called the Red Sea. So, let's see what happens. From Egypt to the wide Red Sea, Moses led the people. He held up his hands. Hold your hands up. He held up his hands. God parted the sea. Let's see what happens. The people walked on dry land. When he held up his hands, the water came apart. And what are they doing? Do you see Moses in the red? You see him in the red? He's leading those Israelites out of Egypt through the Red Sea. So, let's see if we can do that, okay? Let's see if we can do that. No, don't keep that. Look, what's this? The Red Sea. Can you say it? The Red Sea, okay? Now, this is who? This is Moses. Moses, okay? And this is what he's going to do. The people walked on dry land. Look here. The people walked on dry land. The people walked on dry land. God parted the wide Red Sea. See how the water came up and they walked in here. So I'm going to give you each an Israelite. Can you make them walk through the Red Sea? Who can do that? Raise your hand. Can you do it? Okay, let me see. How many? There's 4 of you guys, right? Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can do it really quickly, okay? Shh, listen. This is the way the people crossed. Put him in there. The people crossed. The people crossed. Perfect, Dawson. Perfect. This is the way the people crossed. Do it. Cross the Red Sea. Good job, Ivy. Okay, Tad, let's have you do it. Or let's have Ellie. Either one. Okay? The people walked on dry land. The people walked on dry land. The people walked on dry land. God parted the wide Red Sea. So now they've come through the water and they've crossed the Red Sea after they left Egypt. Okay? Now let's see what else happens. Everybody look. Look, Ellie. Ellie. Now, after they leave the Red Sea, they're going walking through the wilderness. Okay? God led his people through the wilderness, the wilderness, the wilderness. A fire by night, a cloud by day. God showed them the way. Okay, now, this is how, they didn't know where to go. They were lost. God had to help them, okay? So, at nighttime, you see night? At nighttime, God used a fire, a cloud of pillar of fire, okay? And so, a fire guided the Israelites, the Israelites, the Israelites. A fire guided the Israelites. It guided them by night. Okay, so I'm not going to let them do it this time, just for time. Okay, then daytime. Normally they all get it and do it. But is this daytime? Look, during the daytime, what did they use? What did God use? A pillar of cloud, right? A cloud guided the Israelites, the Israelites, the Israelites. A cloud guided the Israelites. It guided them by day. Okay? So the people would look up and they would see that cloud and they would follow it. Can you follow that cloud with your head? Keep looking at it. See? It would go over here and they would go wherever that cloud went. Okay? Okay. Now, it's good if you can put things back up right when you finish using them in the right place. It helps you from doing it later. Okay, now, let's see what happens. Look, look, the people are in the wilderness. The people are in the wilderness. Look, do you see that? Do you think they started getting hungry? Can you do this? Look, I'm hungry. They started getting hungry, didn't they? So what's going to happen? Let's see. And that God's people, or the Israelites, are called God's people. God's people, God's people, God's people were hungry. God fed them from the heavens above to show them his power and love. What did he send them? Let's see. First he sent them manna, manna, manna came in the morning. God sent the manna from heaven above for the people to gather. So there's the manna, okay? Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find the manna. Can you look up in the sky? Look. See the manna, falling from the sky, falling from the sky. God sent the manna to feed all his people. See the manna, see the manna. Do you know what manna was? It was like bread that they could eat, okay? So the manna came down from heaven, but then the people had to get it all together so they could eat it, okay? So they had to put it in a what? In a basket. Look, that's going to be your manna that fell down from heaven, okay? It's soft, isn't it? It's just pretend, okay? Put the manna in the basket, in the basket. Put the manna in the basket, in the basket. God showed his power and love. He sent manna from above. Thank you. So put the manna in the basket, in the basket. Okay, so now something else happens, not just manna. Let's see what else happens. Quail, quail. God sent the quail in the evening. They gathered fresh meat to eat. God takes care of his people. So, let's see what else came down from the sky that God sent. Everybody look. See the quail, falling from the sky, falling from the sky. God sent the quail to feed all his people. see the quail, see the quail. Now what did they have to do when it fell down? What did they have to do? Did they have to get it together again and put it in a basket, right? Okay, so there's your quail, okay? So put the quail in the basket, in the basket. Put the quail in the basket, in the basket. God showed his power and love. He sent quail from above. So put the quail in the basket, in the basket. Good job. Now, one more thing God helped him with. Let's see what it is. So we have manna, quail, and water, water, water came from the rock. God told Moses to hit the rock, and out came the water. So, God told him to hit the rock this time. He hit it, and out came the water. But something else is going to happen later that we've got to see, okay? So, let's go with this. Okay, now, let's see. Look here, Ellie. Look. Look at this. Now Moses goes somewhere else. And this is called a mountain. Mount Sinai. Can you say that?
Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai. Moses on Mount Sinai, Mount Sinai, Mount Sinai. Moses on Mount Sinai, talking to God. So he's talking to God. See that right there? That's God up on the mountain. Look, Ellie, that's God up on the mountain. Okay? So, okay, now, Ellie, you help me do that. Look, God gives Moses something. Let's see what he gives him while he's on the mountain. God gave Moses 10 commandments. Oh, did you see it? 10 commandments. 10 commandments. God gave Moses 10 commandments. What were they? Laws for the people to obey. Okay, so when Moses was up on the mountain, here he is. And God is giving him this. Look, he brings down 10 commandments that were written on something. You see that? They were written on that. And they were laws for the people to obey. So, let's see if I can find you some 10 commandments. Oh, look, here they are. This is what God gave Moses. See those numbers on there? See, let's count the 10 commandments. Can you start here with number 1? You can put your finger on it if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there was 10 commandments, okay? So, can you hand them back to me? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dawson. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Now, there was another problem, kind of a problem, that God needed help with. He needed Moses to help do something for him because they didn't have a church like this, a building to worship in, and they were out in the wilderness, outside. So, God said, I need your help to build a tabernacle. Can you say that? Tabernacle. That's like our church building, okay? The people made a tabernacle. 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 The people made a tabernacle, a place to worship God. Okay, so here's the tabernacle. It's this whole thing. You see it? But the tabernacle had 2 rooms. okay? This is the first room, and this is the second room. The first room, let's see if there's not. Okay, the first room is called the holy place. Can you say that? Holy place. In the holy place, look, are three things. Look, can you see them? See those three things in the holy place? You can touch it with one finger if you want to, okay? It's the holy place. Look, Ellie, the holy place, okay? Now, over here, let's just keep it here. Let's shut that room, and the other room is called the most holy place. It sounds like it, doesn't it? But it's the most holy place, and there's one thing in it, okay? There's one thing, and we're going to see them in just a minute, okay? And then there was this. That was a place for them to wash their hands, called a laver, and this was called the altar of burnt offering. Okay, and that's all we're going to say about that. So, let's see if we can see the tabernacle. Look what we have. Okay, this whole thing is called the tabernacle. These are the two rooms, okay? This room is called the holy place. Do you see those things in there? Three things. And what's this room called? The most holy place, okay? Now let's find the things. Look, I'm going to give you each one of these, okay? So we're going to see what those things are that God told them to put in this tabernacle. Okay? Now, the first thing, look, was called the golden table. Can you say that? The golden table. Okay, we'll give you each a golden table, okay? And don't touch anybody else's. You have your own golden table. Okay? And where does the golden table look? Everybody look up here. Put the golden table, look, in the holy place. It went in there. Do you see it? Put the golden table in the holy place. Good job, Ivy. Put the golden table in the holy place. Put it in there, Tad. Good job. And sometimes this takes a long time. Can you put it in there, Dawson? Good job. Thank you. Okay, now the second thing is called the golden lampstand. You see that? It's like a lamp. It's got lights on it. Okay? So I'm going to give you each a golden lampstand. And what room are we going to put it in? Put the golden lampstand in the holy place. Look, I'm going to put mine in. Put the golden lampstand. Thank you. Put it fast. In the holy place. Put the golden lampstand. Can you put it in, Ellie? Good job. Put it this way. Good job. In the holy place. Good job. Now, we have one more thing. This one is called the altar of incense. Can you say that? The altar of incense. There's yours, Ellie. Put the altar of incense, look, in the holy place. Put the altar of incense in the holy place. Put the altar of incense, good job, in the, put it in, quick, in the holy place. Got it, whoops. Okay, good job. Now those are the three things that go in the holy place. Look, there they are. You see them? Now we have to do the most holy place. There's only one thing. This is called the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? So, let's do this. Put the Ark of the Covenant in the most, let's change this. In the most holy place. Put the Ark of the Covenant in the most holy place. Put the Ark of the Covenant, good job, in the most, put it in, hurry, in the most holy place. Good job. Now, we have everything that God wanted, and Moses helped him do this. He helped him build it and put everything in it. Okay? Now, okay, let's see what else happened. Now, a long time goes by, okay? Can you do this? Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. A long time goes by. Now, something else happens. And this is not good, okay? I want you to listen. They were at another place, and the people said, Moses, we're thirsty. We want some water to drink. And Moses thought, the last time I asked for water, God gave it to me. And this is what happened when he thought that. But this time, God tells Moses to speak to the rock. Just talk and say, give me some water. Something like that. Okay, he told him to speak to the rock. So, God told Moses, speak to the rock, speak to the rock, speak to the rock. God told Moses, speak to the rock, and out would come the water. But Moses got angry. Oh no, he did not speak to the rock. He did something else. Moses was angry and, look, hit the rock, hit the rock, hit the rock. Moses was angry and hit the rock. Look at me. He did not obey God. God was very upset. He did not obey God. What did he tell him to do? Speak to the rock. But instead, what did he do? He hit the rock. Uh-oh. So let's see what happened. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Who's ready to see what Moses did? Raise your hand. Are you ready? Okay. Here's a surprise for you, okay? I want you to look. Okay, let's see. This is the place where Moses, do you see Moses right here? He's over here, and he has this in his hands. He has that rod in his hands, okay? God said, Moses, speak to this rock and tell it to give you some water. But Moses does not do that. Moses does this. God told Moses, speak to the rock, speak to the rock, speak to the rock. God told Moses, speak to the rock, and out will come the water. But Moses got angry and hit the rock. Do you see what he did? Can you see, Dawson? Hit the rock, hit the rock. Did you see that? Did you see what happened? Moses got angry and hit the rock. He did not obey God. Did you see what happened? Did you see the water come out? You want to do it? Okay, hold this. Now, you got to be careful. Don't hit it too hard, okay? Moses got angry and hit the rock. Can you hit the rock right there? You can do it. Hit the rock, hit the rock. Moses got angry and hit the rock. He did not obey God. Wow. Ted, can you do it? Hang on just a minute. This is the way Moses hit the rock, hit the rock, hit the rock. This is the way Moses hit the rock. When Moses did not obey, God made the water to come from the rock, come from the rock, come from the rock. God made the water to come from the rock. When Moses didn't obey. Ellie, you want to do it? She might need some help. We'll see. Okay. Now don't touch anything. I want you just to. Can you hit the rock with the rod? Okay. God made the water to come from the rock. Come from the rock. Come from the rock. Can you hit the rock? I'm playing the same. God made the water to come from the rock. Look. Did you hit it? When Moses didn't obey. Look. So God still gave them water, but he was not happy how Moses did it. Okay, I'm going to let you do it, okay? Can you do it good for me? Okay, I want you to hold it. Be very careful. Listen, be very careful, okay? This is the way Moses hit the rock, hit the rock, hit the rock. This is the way Moses hit the rock. When Moses didn't obey and God made the water to come from the rock. Hit it. Hit it again. Come from the rock. Hit it again. Come from the rock. God made the water to come from the rock. When Moses didn't obey. Okay, good job. Okay, now, I've got this on a towel so it slides easily. Okay, now, do you think that God was happy with Moses? No, because he did not do what God said, did he? Now, let's see what happens from here. Because Moses wants to go into the promised land with the children of Israel. God is not happy. So let's see what happens. Moses should have obeyed the Lord, obeyed the Lord, obeyed the Lord. Moses should have obeyed the Lord to enter the promised land. But Moses, look Ellie, Moses opened his eyes and could see land that flows with milk and honey, rivers, grass, and beautiful trees. But poor Moses could only see. He could only look at them. He could not go into the promised land. So look, here's the promised land, and Moses could not go in. Are you sad for Moses? He did not get to go in because he did not obey God, did he? He did not obey God. Okay, we actually got done. Yes.
Awesome. Literally right on time.
Literally right on time. So